Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. A good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Hello, Miss. Hello, Locked Queen. Baby, I am ready to get this started. I got my life on this reunion. This part one, baby. When I tell you so, Gucci and Aikisha said, today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. Like, y'all ain't gonna be playing. Y'all ain't about to do these super edited BS freaking scenes that's pro Letitia, Latrice, and Selena. I ain't got time for the nonsense. So they brought it this reunion, and I am proud of them. Okay. Just so much going on with Belle Collective. Of course, you guys have seen my video where Aikisha played the ultimate chess move, checkmate Carlos' ass by saying on his live that they will no longer be coming back. First got her acceptance letter saying, please return. And she was like, yeah, I got it, but we're not going to accept. So bye, bitch. So I showed that. And that was right before Christmas. It was absolutely amazing. And then I actually watched Willie and JJ do their podcast, which that was a strategic move on all levels, what Aikisha and Willie did on Carlos Live. In my opinion, they made sure that they controlled the narrative. They were not going to quietly say they quit the show, because then, of course, messy ass Carlos in production and everyone else would have tried to change the narrative on why they left, or if they were actually fired, possibly, in my opinion. So they controlled the narrative, but it also created a buzz around Willie and Aikisha. And I want to say that was one of Willie's like biggest viewership as far as the explanation as to what happened on that live, and like his numbers jumped because of that. So congratulations to Willie and his podcast. But he explains that, they thought of it as a family, and they just said, ultimately, this is not what we represent as a family. This is not beneficial to us. My wife is serious about getting Jackson back to where it used to be, because they see Jackson as a dying city, and how, he is really at that point where he said he was done after that situation. And he was like, my wife can't be sitting up there trying to rebuild Ferris Street and acting this way on a show. It's not even worth it. So we decided to make sure that we quit, and we did it on our terms. And that's what I'm talking about. I love to see Black couples not playing no damn games and saying, you know what? We're better than this. We don't need the money. We don't need the attention. So bye, bitch. So kudos to Willie and Aikisha. Now, it seems like, based on what we're seeing, so Gucci and JJ actually may come back on the show, which is quite interesting. But shout out to JJ. My prayers are with him and his family. He did confirm that his mother passed, and he talked about that on Willie's podcast. And it almost had me in tears, because that is just one thing I don't wish on anyone. That is definitely something that, losing a parent, losing someone you extremely love is hard. It's really hard. And you could tell he almost wanted to cry. Willie knows that feeling because he lost his mother. So yeah, shout out to his family. Kudos to them. Hey, Cassandra. Yes, I did have a wonderful Christmas. Hope you guys had an amazing Christmas as well. And happy Kwanzaa to those who celebrate Kwanzaa and Hanukkah. Hey, Kay Calloway. Yes, I know, Miss. And I never wanted to actually say that on here, because it's not my business to tell. But I know that you have talked about it in the chat. Condolences, as I said. I reached out to you personally via DM, like, condolences. It's something that I don't think anyone can be prepared for. I'm not prepared for it. But yeah, it's definitely something that's rough. And JJ talked about it. He talked about how, how he feels about it. So yes, absolutely. Of course I am. When I see stuff like that, I'm going to check in on my people for sure. So let's get into it. I hope all of you guys watched the reunion. I know some of you guys only listened to my review, don't watch the show, but baby, let's get into it. So they start off with a montage of everyone coming in, getting ready for the reunion. And Of course, they're talking about the drama. They go to everyone separately. And Latrice is talking about some F Aikisha. I don't trust that bitch. Don't play with me. Girl, bye. You don't want it with Aikisha. And here's the thing. Let's remind everyone again, Aikisha, if I'm not mistaken, is the only one from Jackson, at least the only one from Jackson that actually Latrice and Letitia, if I'm not mistaken, they're not from Jackson. I know from my understanding, Latrice is from a suburb of Jackson, not far from Jackson, but she's not from the city. The only ones who are from the city, if I'm not mistaken, is Aikisha, Tambra, and I want to say maybe Marie. But Aikisha's a true Jackson girl. A true Jackson girl. So with that being said, let's get into these outfits. Okay. My favorites are Marie, Aikisha, and I will also have to say Latrice. My thing is this. I may not like how she carries herself on this show and how fake she comes off and messy she is, but I would say I did like the dress. Even it fit her because to me, she's not really a curvy girl. You could tell she got the girls updated because she needed to, because she seems like she's kind of like a washboard. She ain't really got no curves to her body. But whoever did her dress, it fitted her perfectly. So I did like that on her. So I would say those are my top three. So Gucci definitely is not far behind. I liked her outfit as well. Tambra looks out of place. Out of place. Thank you, Custom Creations. Okay, so it is Aikisha Marie and Tambra. That's okay. That's what I thought. I said that right. Cassandra. So, I'm sorry to hear that too. Hi, Realty. Selena is from Jackson. Okay. We'll get to Selena. But no, if she's from Jackson, she's from Jackson. But yeah, so I would say that So Gucci was right behind them. Tambra, she looked out of place. I did not like that little shoulder pad, whatever the hell she had. It just was not matching. And her makeup, what the hell was going on with her makeup, baby? I do not know. And Selena and Letitia were at the bottom. Why does Letitia always look stuffed in her clothes? I just don't understand it. And then to find out, she admits later on in this freaking episode, this girl done got lipo. She said she got her stomach done, which I'm assuming was a tummy tuck and a BBL. Baby, get your money back. I'll be damned if I get all of that stuff and I still look stuffed in my clothes. Seriously. Seriously, what was the point of getting all of that stuff and going through all of that pain just to still look the way that you look? That don't make no damn sense. So anywho, but with that being said, we talk about the fashion. But yes, Selena, I don't know. It was not given for me. It was not given for me. She kind of looked out of place too with her outfit, in my opinion. But with that being said, I just want to talk about the fashions first. And Carlos is just typical Carlos, but whatever. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, y'all, yeah, she did. She looked good. Tamara dress swallows her up, and that makeup was horrible. Horrible. Tambra, aka Smurfette, was this has the same mortician as Snake Tisha. They use the same stimulus pack. I was like, why are you like 5 shades lighter? It just was not working for me. It wasn't. Tisha is now. I'm not about to butcher that name. Palahatchee? Is it Palahatchee? Gucci and Treese are from Canton. Okay. All right. So, but not Jackson, right? Are you from Realty? And which welcome to my channel. Please hit the like button on the way in. Are you from Mississippi by any chance? Whatever backwards doctor got your work done. I hate them blonde wigs. Yeah, they be too much. Hey, beautiful, gorgeous, lovely. Hi, Nusa Marie was best dressed for me, and the girl next to Selena was worst dressed. Was Selena and the girl next to her. Yeah, like, okay, so you agree. Yeah, Marie, her outfit was everything to me. Aikisha, I loved her, and I think I love that turquoise on her. It really brings out It brought out everything, especially her eyes. And Latrice, I ain't gonna knock it. Latrice, she did look good. I love the outfit and it fit her perfectly. So yeah, but let's move on. So with that being said, honey, they was blazing from the beginning. We wasn't even 2 or 3 minutes in, honey. But of course, I personally think, yes, I want the Jack to say, oh, okay, gotcha. So with that being said, Letitia and Latrice are the first ones to come out. Okay. They're the first ones to come out. And I think he does the typical fashion as usual. The typical fashion in the situation. Now, Real T, are you subscribed to me? May I ask you that? Are you subscribed to me, or you're just coming in because you saw that I was live and talking about this show? But yeah, so with that being said, they're the first ones to come out. I personally feel like he follows the same formula as Bravo. So the ones who were sitting close to him are usually the ones who had the most controversy. But in my opinion, for him, it's the ones who stirred a pot for his messy bullshit. So of course, Letitia's the first one to come out and she looks stuffed. And then you have Latrice coming out, who, we clearly know how he feels about them. They're untouchable. So with that being said, they sit down and the next thing you know, oh, you just subscribed. Okay, welcome. Next thing you know, Carlos, being typical messy, says, so Gucci is the number one realtor. And of course, immediately when he says that, he looks at Latrice and Latrice shades the hell out of So Gucci and looks at Carlos like he's crazy and then says so fake and starts mumbling. Okay, mumbling to freaking Letitia. And so at that point, so Gucci comes down. So Gucci was ready. She said, what you saying back there, Latrice? What you saying back there? So Gucci was ready, and I'm not mad at it. She was ready because after that season, people trying to push her to talk to Selena. She see the mind games production is playing. She see the mind games that those three hood tears are playing. Those three hussy scalawags is playing. I am not mad that she had time today. I'm not mad. So she sat up there and said, what you saying? What you saying? Of course, Latrice just laughed at all because, she ain't the type to really bust a freaking grape in a fruit fight. So with that, she sits down. And so at that point, everybody else comes in and they start off with Aikisha. Okay. And Aikisha wanting to bring the girls together. And she said, there's no way we're going to be a collective if we're not talking to each other. But of course, Letitia tries to say she felt like it wasn't authentic. It wasn't authentic, okay? Because of the fact that, and I'll definitely I'll definitely check out your channel. I know you said you have a channel. I'll check it out. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't typically shout out people until I know what people are talking about. Okay. I don't do that. So I'm just letting you know from bad experiences, unfortunately, but I will check it out. And then, again, I'll definitely, see what's going on with your channel, but I'm assuming you provide tea because of your name. So yeah, but with that being said, I didn't want you to think that I was ignoring that you said you have your own channel. But with that, so Aikisha says we need to come together, and Letitia says she didn't feel like it was genuine because it had been months and she never brought anyone together until I guess she was trying to imply it was camera time. Okay, so with that though, I find it interesting that she said that. Now, I wonder if Letitia was actually bringing the girls together, which she has said the same thing. See, I think when it comes to Letitia, it's about, oh, no, I'm supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. And if you're doing it, then I'm going to hate on your ass for doing it because that's my job. That's what I gather from her. But with that being said, she said, well, I didn't think it was genuine, but I would went along with it. And you're the reason why that me and Latrice came back together. And she said, yeah, because y'all two bitches had to get back together to tag team me. And they're like, what you talking about? We don't need to tag team you or whatever the case may be. What you talking about? That don't even make no damn sense. And Aikisha was like, y'all heifers can't even sit up there and do things on your own accord solo. Y'all got to come together to sit up there and talk to me. And she looks at Latrice and she said, you was my favorite. It hurts my feelings that you sit up there and you let this heifer over here manipulate you. And Latrice said, it hurt my feeling that you did that hood rat shit that you did. And I said, did she just call Aikisha a hood rat? Aikisha a hood rat? If anybody is the hood rat, it would be you, your husband, Glenn, and Letitia. Who? Excuse me? I said, the audacity. The audacity. What the hell is really? So at that point, Aikisha even said, excuse me? Because Aikisha, I think really, if she could really go in on Latrice, but I think because she's like, Latrice is young, she clearly got a man that she probably don't even love, don't even want to be around, probably don't even want to sleep in the same bed as him. I think Aikisha could really read Latrice for filth, but she keeps in the back of her mind that she's young and eventually she'll learn. I think that's the reason why. I truly feel like if Aikisha said, I'm done with this little scallywag, she would go off on her. So at that point, Letitia tries to gaslight, saying Aikisha was being aggressive. Oh, we're just talking. Why are you so aggressive? Letitia, you a devil. You are a straight devil. And so at that point, Carlos was like, I'm confused. And I'm like, Carlos, you ain't confused. I'm confused. Aikisha and Latrice, y'all used to be good. What happened? And Latrice is like, Aikisha know what the issues are. And I'm so sick of this shit. I'm sick of this. I'm sick and tired of these people on this show saying they know what the problem is. No, you tell us what the problem is. Why are you real quick to sit up there and say, well, she know what the problem is, but don't tell us what the problem is? To me, if that's the case, that means there isn't a problem. You're just making a problem for the show. You don't have a legitimate problem with her. But then she said, well, she talking about uplifting and empowering people. How is it that she doesn't uplift and empower? I'm confused. I'm starting to really think these scallywags are really upset because this girl got that Ferris Street deal. Because remember, the initial thing was all of them coming together to build Ferris Street. She X'd all of them out after that situation and said, forget that. I got the last name Holly. Holly is a name in Jackson. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to do it on my own. And these bitches are still mad still to this day. Because that was supposed to be a major storyline for this show. And it became Aikisha's storyline. But see, that's how you checkmate hoes that try to play with you. And I'm for Aikisha. See, I'm not about to sit up there and get upset and get rowdy. Now, of course, if you mess with my man or my loved ones, I'll be like Aikisha too. But I'm not about to do that. I'm just about to checkmate your ass. That's it. That's it. That's all. And smile in your face. That's how you do it. That's how a boss does it. So with that being said, she really didn't give no good explanation. She didn't. She did not give no good explanation. So at that point, she tried to imply that Aikisha was fake. Now, Aikisha said, y'all claim I'm so fake, but I'm the only one who come up here with my real hair on the show, no makeup, facts, because we have damn sure talked about that. But low key, Aikisha, I think you kind of shaded so Gucci on that one too. I think you kind of shaded your own girl, because I don't think we've seen so Gucci with her real hair and no makeup. Hell, even when she was working out with her friends, she had on full makeup and lashes. She kind of probably shaded her own girl. So then at that point, that's when Carlos says, well, so Gucci, you're tight with Aikisha. Like, how do you feel about how the girls feel about her, or how do you feel about Aikisha? And she says that she thinks Aikisha is misunderstood pretty much, and it's because of, the delivery is misunderstood. And so at that point she was like, but I don't have a problem, of course, with Aikisha's my girl. And Aikisha said, because you're not intimidated by me or insecure. You're confident. Okay. Like, that's the reason why. You're confident in your marriage and you're confident in yourself. Now, she didn't say confident in your marriage and in yourself, but I'm saying that shit because that's what it is. She is confident in herself and she's confident in her marriage. Boop. So at that point, Carlos messy ass says, you can't say intimidation and confidence is the issue and you want people to understand you. Well, here's the problem. Aikisha don't want them to understand her. Aikisha said, kiss my ass and F you. That's why she leaving the show. She don't give a shit what they think. And when you a boss like that, you don't care. When she was talking to Aikisha about self-care, Gucci was natural. That's right. You are absolutely right. When she had the wrap on her head, and I don't think she had on makeup. That's right. Now that is one time that she did look like she was barefaced and everything. And so Gucci, just like Aikisha, when they take off their makeup, they look the same. You see, it's the same person. The makeup just enhances their beauty. Okay, it just enhances it. All right, it doesn't make their beauty. I would like to see Letitia. We done seen Latrice without makeup, and I didn't know who she was. All right. I would like to see Selena and Letitia without makeup. I would like to see Tambra without makeup too, but I want to say that Tambra didn't have any makeup on when she was kissing her baby when the baby was first born. So she looks about the same. Hey, Mia, I'm sorry. I don't know if I said hi to you on the way in. Aikisha came in and got the job done. She sure did, Kay Calloway. When Short Circuit is mad because Aikisha called out Cliff knocking her head in between a washer and dryer. Now, Ms., we don't condone, we don't entertain the DV over here, but you think that's what she mad about? And she trying to make other excuses instead of just being a woman and explaining why she mad? That's possibly it. When Short Circuit take off her makeup, aka Latrice, she looks like her brother's twin. Oh. Oh boy. So with that being said, so at that point, of course, when she said that, of course, the freaking heathens, the hussies, the scallywags is like, we ain't got no reason to hate on you. We ain't got no reason to not be confident. Y'all got plenty of reason to not be confident. You got plenty of reasons. But at the end of the day, Aikisha ain't worried about them hoes. She not. She knows she in a better position in all areas than they will ever be. So then at that point, baby, they go on and they talk to freaking Marie. All right. And so Marie is talking about her growth, the issues with her family. She mentions her family feels entitled to her money. We definitely saw that. And how she said that, but she realizes money is not enough and she needs to be there for her family. Something tells me if that was a true storyline, nothing is going to satisfy them because they're just not happy within themselves. But let me move on. And she said the investigation is still going on as far as the biggity bang bang at her house. And I'm like, how is the investigation still going on, even with cameras? Like, I don't know. She may need to look at her freaking sons. I'm sorry. That didn't seem random to me. It just didn't seem random. She needs to sit up there and drill them sons and find out what the hell is going on. So at that point, Carlos says, all of the ladies here are successful. And so Gucci was like, I know you a motherfucking lie. And Carlos was like, what? Huh? What you trying to say? Somebody here ain't successful? Who isn't successful? And so Gucci was like, whatever, right? And Letitia was like, she talking about Selena. How you know she talking about Selena? She could be talking about you because we still don't know what you do, just like Tommy on Martin. Do you have a job? Them brunches, you can't convince me you was doing them brunches way before this freaking show. I'm sorry. I just don't understand it. But the fact that Letitia was like, she talking about Selena, are you also talking about Selena? Because if I was your friend, I would side eye and be like, why would you automatically think it's me? Why would you think it's me? So at that point, honey, so Gucci was like, go ahead and move on. And it could be Tambra too. Because I mean, Tambra, I know she worked at the radio station, but I mean, is she really popping in Jackson like that? I'm serious. I need to know. Is Tambra really popping like that? Diva D, can you verify if Tambra popping like that in Jackson? Maybe you would know that, because I'm just like, honey, it could be a couple of y'all who ain't really successful on that bad boy. So with that being said, Carlos claims it broke him down with what happened to Marie and her house. Carlos, shut the hell up. If anything, you was like, oh, baby, this is good for ratings. Chick-ching. Like, honey, this is good for ratings. It ain't no breakdown. It broke down. It broke him down saying, baby, that's going to help my pockets. That's the only thing. The only thing that he was concerned about, in my opinion. So at that point, all of a sudden the topic comes up about Marie and if she's had plastic surgery. And Maria's like, hell no. Now, she did say because she suffers from lupus, she deals with high inflammation and she had to do reconstruction on her face due to that lupus. She said, but that's it. That's all. Now, we have all said that her face does look different. I know I've said it. And I didn't know if it was the weight loss, if it was her lips, if it was her nose. But now she's talking about the reconstructive surgery. Then I can absolutely get it. But she said, baby, ain't no BBL up in this bad boy. Ain't no BBL up in this bad boy, or whatever the case may be. And then, of course, hating ass Latrice is like, I need to see her bare for proof. Are you mad? Like, you can get you a BBL, honey. I mean, you got the money. Just get you a BBL. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Okay, so Custom Creation, are you from Jackson? She's popping in radio. Okay, so she popping in radio. And maybe that's why we don't get nothing from her on this show, because she trying to keep her image up for radio, I suppose. Uh-oh. I have lupus. I've never heard of what Marie is talking about. I'm gonna have to look at my nursing books. Uh-oh. Okay, miss, let's have the conversation, honey. Now, I know there's a lot of inflammation when it does come to lupus. I know that people can lose their hair and all of that stuff. So you saying that possibly no one could reconstructive surgery on their face for high inflammation? You gonna have to let me know, honey. You gonna have to let me know. Don't. I hope Marie ain't giving us that excuse just because she wanted to get some surgery, honey. But I'm gonna just leave it right there and say, allegedly, we don't know. We gonna find out. Tamara's parents are well-to-do. She's well-connected. Long lineage of educators. Okay. Now, in other words, long lineage. So in other words, she's trying to protect her lineage and not act too much of a fool either. But here's the thing. I did see that freaking scene in the first season that Aikisha was in, when Tamara was banging on that table like she was ready to fight Aikisha. So she definitely has it in her, and she has no problem cussing and fussing or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know what Tamara brings to the show. The only thing that she brought this season is what she said at this reunion, which I appreciated. I just wish it was in the damn season, not the freaking reunion. Tamara's people are in the same circle as Aikisha's family. Oh, I believe it. I'm sure they all know each other. I'm sure Aikisha and Tamara are probably the higher lineage of them all on that freaking stage. I'm sure that's how they know each other. You know what I mean? Could be semantics. Maybe she had a fat transfer. Maybe, from what I remember, it's not necessary. If her skin is damaged, then it would be necessary. Maybe her skin is damaged. Maybe she wears a certain amount of makeup because she does have some damaged skin. We don't know, but I will hope she ain't gonna lie about that, because lupus is serious, and she's definitely serious about being an advocate for lupus. So I hope she wouldn't lie about that. But with that being said, moving on, then they talk about Selena. Let me get a drink of tea. Hold on, y'all. I need a moment. So they talk about Selena being a new Belle, a main cast Belle. And for whatever reason, Selena keeps saying in this episode she is iffy and she don't know about Aikisha. And I'm so confused, because Aikisha has said nothing but good things about Selena, even with her beefing with Soguchi. So again, this just proves to me that the three hood boogers stick together and they keep shit up for a check. Okay, they have an alliance with each other, because now all of a sudden she's like, I don't know about you, child. I don't know about you coming to my wedding. I don't know about you being my friend. How? She has not sat up there. Of course, So Gucci is her girl, but she hasn't shaded Selena. Do y'all remember if she's ever shaded Selena on the damn show? No. To me, she want to have a beef with freaking Aikisha. Selena wants to have a beef with Aikisha because of the fact that Latrice and Letitia don't like her. Now, but here's where things get interesting. She makes it very clear that if it wasn't for her, Selena, that So Gucci and JJ wouldn't be on the show. Okay. And so, yeah, I know they grew up together, but Aikisha has not said anything negative about Selena. She even says she's known her since kindergarten, and she says she was always a sweet girl. So again, I'm confused on where that's coming from. But with that being said, she wanted to make it very clear that if it wasn't for her, they wouldn't even be on this show, right? So then all of a sudden we find out this is apparently what happened, that Latrice, I guess because Selena at the time couldn't do the show, Latrice asked her about people that they actually could recommend or whatever the case may be. And Selena said, JJ, So Gucci, they're good people. And, hey, they'll be great for TV. So, my question is this. How do you sit up there and say and give a great recommendation to JJ and So Gucci when you claim So Gucci is horrible to your kids, horrible to you, a horrible stepmother? JJ is just picking on you for no reason, but yet you recommend them for the show and say that they're good people. Does that make sense? It doesn't. It doesn't make sense at all. Because let me tell you something. Even if I am not a hater, I'm damn sure not about to recommend you for a show if you are constantly being disrespectful to my kids and myself. Interesting, right? So this is what I'm thinking. Because, see, the thing is, she calculates reality TV like a professional. She lives, in my opinion, for reality TV. So, in my opinion, Selena had it in the back of her mind that eventually she was going to come back to this show, because apparently she's supposed to be on the first season. I guess she needed 4 seasons off, I guess. Now, I understand that her son passed, and condolences. But I am curious to know that from season 1 to season 4, did she also go MIA on social media, or was she also still very active on social media, promoting herself on social media? My guess, and this is the hussy way of thinking when you want to be on freaking platforms like this because you want the attention and the bag, she purposely recommended them because she could have a guaranteed storyline when she wanted to come back to the show. That's my opinion. If this is true, but here's the thing though, Carlos had the final say. All Latrice did was take it to Carlos and say, this could be a couple that you could use. But when you think about it, if I know that eventually I want to get back on reality TV, I need some type of controversy. Okay? So I'm going to make sure that I'm going to have it by having them on there. And there you go. That's my guaranteed storyline. That to me is how her ass operates. Because how is it that they're so horrible to you, but you want them on the show? Make that make sense. It don't make no damn sense. She full of shit. So with that being said, even So Gucci was like, that don't make no damn sense. And Latrice lied so much. Like, why would you recommend him? It just don't make no sense. Because I'm not a hater like you and your husband. No, I don't give a damn who you are. When you disrespect my kids and disrespect me, this is beyond being a so-called hater. You will not sit up there and get a dime off of me or a recommendation off of me, and you disrespecting me and my kids. Something is not right in this story. Something is not right in this bullshit. And this is why I say I side eye Selena just as much. I don't give a damn about her fans and how blind they are. She moves like Latrice and she moves like Letitia. So with that being said, baby, so Gucci. So Gucci said, okay, yeah, I got time for your ass today. So if you want a bitch, we gonna do it. So at that point, literally, so Gucci was like, well, why wasn't you ready to be on the show then? Why was you ready? Because I lost my son, bitch. Don't play with me. And she said, okay. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You can calm down. You can calm down, or whatever the case may be. And so at that point, Gucci called her a bitch in the process of talking back to her. And Carlos was like, let's not say bitch, let's say Belle. And she said, okay, Jezebel. Baby, I hollered. When she said Jezebel, I said, okay, so Gucci, you ready? You are ready. Baby, you are ready, honey. You said, I came today. I'm not playing with y'all hoes. When she said Jezebel, I almost fell out. I said, where's my damn popcorn? Because this shit is getting good. She was on Selena's neck so much, Selena didn't even have a good comeback. She was gagged most of the time. She couldn't come up with the stuff quick enough. She only can come up with it quickly when the cameras are on her and they can cut and edit certain scenes, and she can make sure and be prepared, because to me, she already know the things that she gonna say and what they talking about before the scene happens. I think her and Latrice be having them damn conversations behind the scene, so she know how to shade her then, and she damn sure know how to shade her in the confessionals. She wasn't ready for that damn reunion. She wasn't ready for that damn reunion. So with that being said, it was going back and forth. And literally, in my personal opinion, when they said, I think Carlos said, do you talk badly about JJ in front of the girls? And she said, no, never. She said, well, I mean, I do now, but to bring light to the situation. You mean to talk about them when you're on the cameras? Let me tell you something. I believe Selena has always talked shit about JJ to her daughters, just like I feel like JJ has talked shit to Selena about Selena to his daughters too. I think they're both wrong in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, Sean, we not going there today. That's your opinion. This is my opinion. At the end of the day, you could say Shantae has been bothered from the beginning. She has admitted that she said it was her platform. At least she has admitted that, okay? What has Selena admitted? This woman is not perfect. So all of y'all Selena fans, you can say that she did laugh when Tambra said, Selena, Sophia, you said this is your platform. And she laughed about it. And she said she did say that. I respect the fact that she says it. And she says, look, I stand 10 toes down, whether it looks bad on me or not. I said what I said. What about Selena? Y'all so quick to say it's all so Gucci, all Shantae. What about Selena? That woman is not innocent in the situation. But then at that point, honey, Carlos tried to change the subject and said, well, let's talk about your fiance. What about your fiance? And so at that point, so Gucci said, pretty much so Gucci implied that her fiance is a Power Snowfall The Wire character, okay? Pretty much he hustling and bustling and he ain't doing a damn thing when it comes to some legal shit. And Selena, in my opinion, when she was trying to say what he does, she said it very slowly, like she had to memorize what is being told to her. She said he has a 24-hour trucking service, roadside service business or something like that. Yeah. Okay, Selena. It seemed like she had to make sure she said that slowly to make sure she was on code. But that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. But we gonna move on. So then they talk about Selena and Selena. They talk about So Gucci and they talk about D, her daughter. And what I did not like about this is that she was they showed the clips of D and So Gucci, and Selena is over there like nodding and making it seem like that So Gucci is a bad mother, but she trying to act like she's mother of the year. Let's not forget that JJ did say in the last reunion that Selena and her daughter's relationship was rocky at one point. They was begging for their mother's love, but the mother was out there allegedly running the streets. So we not gonna sit up there and pretend like we haven't heard that, even if JJ lying or not, but we've heard that. So she making it seem like she could stand 10 toes down, like she was always there for her daughters. Now, at this point, though, I feel like I respect So Gucci because at least So Gucci gave us the real, even though it made her look bad. She had accountability in the situation. Now, interesting enough, though, Marie gives Gucci advice about D, and Gucci still cries about it. You could tell this really affects her, and I feel like this was the realest storyline of this season because it brought a human element. And with that, Carlos says, with your experience, So Gucci, does that make you want to give Selena more grace? Now let's unpack that. Because y'all heard that, right? Hey, Ruby, I'm so sorry, baby. I've been talking, and I'm sorry, y'all, in the chat. I have been talking like crazy, but let's talk about that. He said, because of your experience, does that give Selena more grace? To me, that proves even more that Selena may not have been around to raise them girls. Because why would I have to give someone more grace or give them grace if they were an effective mother who was always there for their kids? I wouldn't have to give them grace. And this is coming from Carlos' mouth. So maybe, just maybe, what JJ said was spot on. But Selena was over there making it seem like she's a better mother than So Gucci, when it sounds like both of their asses was too busy chasing after whatever in them streets or chasing after a man more than they was focused on them kids. The difference is, though, in my opinion, them girls, especially Sky and Sanjay, they about the fame and the limelight too. One, they're gonna choose their mama, and right, wrong, or indifferent. Even if your mama trifling as hell, that's your mama. But at the same time, their mama has more social media clout and more fame than So Gucci and JJ. So they gonna team with her on that note also. But at this point, when he said that, I said, well, seems to me that Selena can't say shit about So Gucci and vice versa. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And if anything is true about what's So Gucci said about Selena's so-called fiance, baby, she may be on love during lockup. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep moving on that one. But yeah, so it is definitely one of them things where it's just like, yeah, Selena, you need to chill, even with your facial expressions, because it sounds like you was never mother of the year either. So at that point, Carlos says, do you feel a way that she is now on this platform? And Selena was like, nah. I mean, Selena, I'm getting their names mixed up. So Gucci's like, no, not really. And that's when Tampa said, you said this was your platform. And she was like, you right. And she starts laughing. But she said, look, at the end of the day, Selena is beneath me. She's beneath me. Like, we don't think the same way. And of course, Selena's like, honey, you can't even be in my shadow. And so Gucci said, baby, my shoes cost more than your house. I almost fell out my damn chair. She said, my shoes cost more than your house. And Selena was like, you act like you got a yacht. You act like you got this. Baby, they don't have a yacht, it looks like, but they damn sure have acres on that bitch. They got an estate. They got a whole freaking gated. Their freaking house is gated. And I want to say JJ's initials is on the damn gate. They have an amazing house. So at the end of the day, it seems like they living good. Without this show, they're living good. But baby, when she said them shoes cost more than her damn house, honey, I said, wait a minute. Now, let's be clear. I'm not going to knock anyone's hustle, but I was questioning why Selena said she had about 50,000 jobs. She said she a Belle's bondsman. She said she a freaking bartender. I think she said she got a boutique with a chat. It seemed to me now, don't get me wrong, multiple incomes is great, but also be successful in every single place that you having multiple incomes. Are you having multiple incomes because you need the money, or you having multiple incomes because you were successful in one business and decided to do another business to create more generational wealth? Lets me know. Hey, JT, welcome to the channel. Hit the like button on the way in. Who is a terrible mother? Because as far as I see it seemed like both So Gucci and Selena may have that in common. The difference is So Gucci has admitted that she wasn't a good mother and she lost her child in the process of trying to chase after a man. She admits it. What has Selena admitted to? It seemed like to me, Letitia, Latrice, and Selena feel like they can do no wrong. And I have a problem with that. But anywho, moving on. So he talks about the emotional conversation that was between So Gucci and Selena. Okay. And he says, it seems to me when you guys are alone and the man ain't there, the Bells aren't there, you guys have common ground. But now all of a sudden you guys are back at each other's necks. And what's going on? And Selena's like, I don't know, honey, because she came at me blazing as soon as I sat down. I would say that's true. So Gucci came prepared. I think she came prepared though because she was tired of them playing on her ass the whole damn season, trying to force a conversation and literally seeing that Selena is getting probably more special treatment in this situation so she can be looked at as the bad person and the one who's pressed versus Selena, and Selena don't do anything wrong. So I feel like she was like, I'm ready. Aikisha too. They both said, we got time. We have time today. Y'all want it. Y'all about to get it. But at the end of the day, So Gucci was like, you know what? I really don't want to go back and forth with her. So then Carlos, of all people, pretty much implies that JJ is the problem. Okay. And Selena, and Tamber also said maybe JJ doesn't want Selena and Gucci to talk because there may be possibly some overlapping or some things that she will find out. And my whole thing is maybe that is true, but how many years has So Gucci been with JJ at this point? I don't think whatever she could talk about in the beginning of their relationship is going to change anything. And I don't think So Gucci is going to leave JJ. And I just don't understand how Carlos, of all people, can even talk. I don't even understand how he could even talk when he gets a check from their drama in their division. But he's trying to say JJ is the reason why they're divided. Well, you getting a check off of that shit, so why the hell do you care? Why the hell do you care? Seriously? Like, why do you even freaking care when you getting money off of that shit? So it is what it is. So I said, of all people, trying to make it seem like you want them to come together and JJ is causing the division. JJ may be causing a division, but at the end of the day, So Gucci is going to ride for her husband. That's just what it is. I don't even understand why anybody would think she's going to completely disregard her husband's feelings in a situation and say, F you, I'm going to sit up there and be friends with Selena. It's not going to happen because let's be clear. I do feel So Gucci feels like she's tired of it, but I do feel like there is some animosity. I do feel like there's some animosity because I feel like she possibly feels that while I was raising your kids, you was too busy trying to be this social media freaking reality show superstar or whatever the case may be. There's probably some animosity there. It's just, and JJ is just putting the nail in the coffin, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Mia. He's so quick to destroy these damn families, but trying to make it seem like JJ is the main problem. No, your shows be the damn problem. So, with that being said, well, he does play a part, Ruby. I'm sure he does. But why do people think that So Gucci is going to turn against her own husband to be friends with Selena? Like, that's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. You know what I mean? And even if there's an overlapping situation, because of course, when Carlos asked Selena about her fiance, and he said, "What's the difference between your fiance now and your ex?" He's not a liar. He's not a cheater. So clearly, she's trying to imply that JJ infidelity was there. And maybe that infidelity started with So Gucci. We don't know. For all we know, JJ could have been lying to So Gucci saying that he's in the process of getting a divorce and he was still in a relationship, in a marriage with Selena. We don't know, but I don't think that's going to be enough for So Gucci to leave him. They've been married for years at this point. They have. And there is no way in hell I'm about to break up my marriage over this funky reality show. It's just not going to happen, because I can almost guarantee JJ and Selena, JJ, oh, damn it. I'm sick of these freaking names. JJ and So Gucci bring in more with their freaking revenue, with their businesses, than this show could ever provide. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, L Payne. Welcome. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Yeah. So she's going to. And she even admit maybe he is, in my ear, but that's my husband. That's just what it is. What you mic drop. Ain't got nothing to say about Glenn and Cliff, but got everything to say about JJ. It's like he embraces the dysfunctional marriages, but the ones who try to be a unit and really show healthy relationships, it's like he can't stand their asses. No, he met Gucci after Selena dumped them kids on him. Right, but they were still married, right, Diva? Weren't they still married? I believe they said they were still married. They were just separated, though. Yeah, she's gonna side with her husband. I believe it was infidelity on both ends. She was sleeping with Cliff. Ooh. I remember that storyline, but they made it seem like it wasn't when she was married to JJ. But ooh, if that's the case, and then if that's the case, how the hell, Latrice, could you even be friends with a woman like that? I understand you may not have been married to Cliff at the time, but you wouldn't side-eye that girl just on how she moves. What? Huh? See, this is what I'm talking about, which makes me wonder if So Gucci was speaking facts, honey. Remember when So Gucci said that they having a little 3-3 going on, possibly between Cliff, Latrice, and Selena? Maybe got some truth to that. Possibly, allegedly. I'm just saying. Sophia and JJ dated many years before they got married. Okay, I can see both of them cheat on each other. Yeah. Selena started having kids at a very young age. Wasn't she like 15 or something like that when she had her first child? I remember somebody giving me feedback on her. She has those 3 girls. She's had about 5 to 6 kids. And apparently the first child she had at like 15, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all let me know if that's accurate or not. So I want Carlos to ask the timeline with the marriage she met Cliff. That's shade Aikisha throughout. Oh, although I like JJ and Gucci, I hope they decide to leave the show. I hope so too, because without Aikisha and Willie, it's just going to be a gang up situation. And trust, if they leave too, I'm done. Honestly, I may be done even with just Aikisha and Willie leaving. I have to see, y'all. I don't even understand the point of them being on the show at this point, because trust and believe, if it's just Selena, Tambra, Latrice, Letitia, I'm done. I don't know if Maria's coming back. I don't know if Marie was coming back. She was definitely legendary with her shade. Yeah, she was a teenager. Her son was the oldest. JJ said he raised him too. I'm sure he raised all them kids. But yeah, apparently she was 15 years old or something like that. So she probably did not get her teenage years, her 20s out of her system. Some people are just, believe it or not, I know people want to assume that teenage mothers are hot in the pants. That is not the case all the time. It's a mistake that happens. They take responsibility, but there are some teenage mothers who are really conservative in a sense of they don't need to have their whole phase, so to speak. They just about taking care of their kids, whatever the case may be, raising them upright. And then some truly needed that whole phase to be able to live their lives. And maybe that was the case with Selena. And after she had her kids, she had her whole phase. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? I think the first child, a boy as a teenager, maybe that's the one that passed. Maybe. Yeah, I was 18, took my son to college and graduated with a master's. Right. Everybody, like, it happens. Like, you have girls who end up getting pregnant after one time. Doesn't mean that they hot in the pants. And I don't like that assumption. I have friends that I went to school with who had kids while we were in school or even before school, and they was conservative as hell, been with the same guy or literally like locked it back up until they got married. So yeah, but maybe she needed that phase. Some do. I know a couple of my cousins who did, and they still ain't over that phase. But moving on. So with that being said, so Gucci still was shading the hell out of her, even though she said, look, she beneath me. She was like, I don't know. She said maybe she need a check. Maybe she need a check for this. Like, maybe that's the reason why she here, because she need a damn check. I would have to possibly agree with that. I'm sorry. Like, nothing to me is screaming that Selena is in the money like that, because she already had a very successful show that she was popular off of. Why do you need another platform? It makes me nervous when you see people on multiple platforms for reality TV. It does. Like, I don't know, like when you hop from a show to another show, it makes me wonder if you do need the money. And I would include Phaedra in that too. You know what I mean? Like, even though she is a licensed attorney, doesn't mean she's practicing, but it makes you wonder, like, why do you need to hop from show to show? Because you may need the money. Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody is not like that. But with that being said, baby, so Gucci gave me my life. Aikisha gave me my life. When I tell you it, my girls brought it. Okay, my girls brought it. Yeah, it did what she had on. It wasn't like it was ill fitting. It just did not match. I don't know what she had on. I don't know what she had on. I don't understand. Bring It is back on TV. Is it back on TV? I never watched the show. So I've never watched the show. People had to give me insight on who Selena was. I was just giving my feelings on who she was just by the energy I was feeling off of the TV screen. And some people was telling me I was right, and how she is and how she'll do anything to get a moment on a TV show, like wearing white at someone's wedding. So yeah. So, but with that being said, they talk about people's, emotional, like mental health, and, like physical health, emotional health, mental health. And one thing that I will say, even though this is horrible as Morticia Adams makeup and the hair being that black does not help. But with that being said, Tambra actually gives us a glimpse into her feelings, and also told us that she damn near was in ICU almost, I guess, after having her child. She was not connected with her child, London, for like a couple of days because she had a tube down her throat. She was like in ICU, and she said that everyone was so concerned about the baby and how was the baby, but didn't check in on her, and how she practically almost lost her life, and she had postpartum. She definitely had serious issues with that. And I said, this is what we needed to see, Tambra, on the damn season. But you're so damn guarded. Why are you telling us this now at the reunion? Why didn't you show us this and talk about this during the season? But see, I think that Tambra is supposed to be the bone collector. She's supposed to be the Sheree of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The problem is it's just falling flat. But this would have been something that I would have loved for her to talk about on the damn show, not just for 2 minutes on the reunion. What the hell? Hi, Miss Powell. That mortician was a little heavy-handed for real. I believe Bring was on Lifetime. I never watched it, honey. I never watched it. From Selena Kitchen, you can tell she needs the money. Ooh, baby, my crew be about the shade, honey. And someone said that she had apparently the same day bed in the same area, or the same day bed that she had on Bring It that was in there or something like that. Yeah, I don't know, honey. But again, it makes me nervous when people go from show to show. It's telling me that this, not only are you addicted to the fame, you want the quick money of it also. I think Zeus or Carly Red Boyfriend, TV network, Selena still has that. See, you the one who told me that then. Because I was like, somebody was talking about that damn David. I'm distracted with the disco angel. Yeah, I don't understand what was going on with that. Solid gold, definitely back in the day. Solid gold. She's given the freaking whiz scene gold because you had the red, the green, and the gold. Gold to gold. That's what she's giving me. Like all she missing is the afro, and she could have easily been an extra in that scene in the whiz, honey. That's what she's giving. So yeah, so I wish she would have sat up there and talked about this during the season, though. She's so damn guarded. And at this point, you either gonna bring it or get your ass off this show. That's it. That's all. But baby, that ain't all for the show. Cause then Miss Antoinette comes out. I think I'm saying her name right. I'm just gonna call her Miss Dentist. She comes out, honey. And so at this point, she want to clear her name. And Carlos is like, to clear your name about you flirting with Glenn. And she was like, I'm flirting with that man. Have you seen him? I agree. We've all seen Glenn. And no one wants Glenn but Letitia. Okay? No one wants Glenn but Letitia. So Letitia had to go in at that point and like, girl, you desperate. You desperate. And literally, I'm like, what is she desperate about? This woman is a dentist. And she was like, you ain't practicing right now. Dentist ain't there. That just shows you how small-minded and ignorant Letitia is. You didn't bother to see if she sold her business. You're just assuming because the dentistry isn't there that she went bankrupt. No, maybe she sold her business and she's moving on because she doesn't want to be in Jackson anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But of course, she's like, you need to check. I don't think she needs to check. I think she's good, honey. I think you need to check. You need it. And so at that point, Antoinette says that Letitia is a friend behind closed doors, but when them cameras go on, she a different person. They want to act like she don't understand what's going on. Perfect way of saying it. Yeah, Letitia. And again, if Letitia's only a friend to you behind closed doors, she's no friend at all. Period. Point blank. But at the same time, I would say the same thing about damn Latrice. But with that being said, at that point, Antoinette, she going in on her ass. And Letitia's like, whatever, you desperate, you need a check, get you a man. And I'm like, Letitia, how about you get you a man? How about you get you a man? Oh, here comes a Selena fan. Why you ain't called Sophia out for calling Selena lesser than her? But when it was Latrice, you had so much to say. Because I've told you 50 times over, but this may be your first time hearing you want to troll. At the end of the damn day, I believe Selena and Latrice are some messy bitches. Okay? I believe they're messy bitches. And let's be clear, they have been trying to force So Gucci to talk to Selena so Selena can look a certain way on the show. So at the end of the day, when she said that, she had her freaking steel out blazing on them because she was tired of them hoes. I said that. I said it. And I'm putting 10 toes down on it. If you don't like it, you can exit. Get the hell out. You can go. Bye-bye. See ya. Now, moving on. So with that being said, honey, at that point, when she told her to get a man, I said, well, you need to get a man too. Because that has to be a sad situation that you're in an actual relationship, but you still don't have a man sitting next to you. That's a very depressing situation. Because that's not a man. The way he act, that's not a man. You raising a child. That's what you raising. So with that being said, honey, the episode goes off, baby. And Letitia, you should have kept your mouth shut about the work that you've had done. to tell us you done had lipo, a tummy tuck, and a BBL, and you still sitting up here. You a Selena fan. Stop the nonsense. Yeah, you a Selena fan. I can't stand when people come up in here and they say they ain't a Selena fan, but then they so quick to say, why you ain't attacking this person? Why you ain't saying that person? You a Selena fan and a Latrice fan. Let's stop. That's just like people when they say they not a Beyonce fan or a Rihanna fan or a Taylor Swift fan, and then they start giving all of their damn accolades after they say that. You a damn fan. Just be honest. I ain't a Selena fan. You somebody's fan that's not so Gucci. That's why you came up here and only said that. You didn't even say hello. You didn't say hello, how you doing? You just came with that shit. You're trolling or you a fan of someone's. Let's just call it what it is. Just be honest. When you come in here and you start blazing, there's a reason for it because you're mad of what I got to say. But it's my opinion. This is my channel and this is what I have to say. You don't like it? Oh, the hell well. Glendale, I'll probably still get spinning rims. Whatever, Creole. I'm just saying. Like, stop. I'm a fan. Get it correct. Honey, how about you get the hell off of my damn channel? Talking about some get it correct. It does not matter. You a fan of one of them. You didn't even say hello. You didn't even greet yourself in my house. You didn't say, hey, how you guys doing? And say, question, what about this? You came automatically getting upset like you personally know Latrice. You don't know any of these heifers. And it's my opinion. It's my damn review. If you don't like it, you can go, baby. You can go. So getting back to Letitia. Tummy tuck, lipo, and a BBL. And this is what we see. We can get along, but people need to come correct and come respectful. I respect people who at least say hello first and then they ask a question. When you come with that attitude, you want the smoke. You want the smoke. And it's always these damn Selena and Latrice fans. Come correct. Greet yourself first before you start asking me questions like that. That's all. Yeah, she apparently had this, honey, and this is what it is. It's JT. Please don't do that. If you've been to my channel, I don't have a problem with opposing opinions. But if you look at what she said and how she came at it, when people come in here, they at least say, hello, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hello, chat. Hi, chat. What's up? How you been? Whatever. But to literally come in here and say, why you say Sophia when Sophia said that she's beneath me, you don't know them either, but you got, I do. That's why I have a damn channel. That's why I have a channel, honey. I do. And I have an opinion. I have an opinion. That's what it is. That's why I have a channel, and that's why I'm getting subscribers, because people like to hear my opinions. Now, if you were actually someone who's been on this channel, you would know that I appreciate different opinions. It's about how you come correct on my channel. You in my house. And if you can't come correct, you get the hell on. I'm so biased, and guess what? You can get the fuck on. Take care. Oh, Ms. Oh my gosh. Why did you type? Ms. Oh my gosh. Ms. You had to wait, honey. I think I accidentally got you. I was trying to ban the other girl. Now I'm going to have to sit up there and get my girl back. Ms. You was trying to protect me, and I send up, now block Letitia. Okay, whatever her damn name. Her name is Talisha. I wouldn't be shocked if she related to one of their asses. Miss, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to bring your ass back. I am so sorry. I knew you was probably going to say something. In the process of me trying to block her, I end up getting you. So I got to find a way to get you back on here. I'm going to have to check my studio in the background. Thank you. Hey, hi, Andre. You see this? Andre, and if you have an opposing opinion, guess what? You start off with hello, chat. You can sit up there. There have been people who have given a different opinion, but you don't come with that stank attitude starting off thinking that you about to get this nice response. It just don't happen. I got to make sure. I hate when that happens. That happens often. For whatever reason, there's a delay. I'm going to have to see if there's a way I can undo it. Ms., we follow each other, so I'm going to have to see if exactly, that's all. But see, people want to come and argue me versus argue the topic. I ain't a fan of none of them. Now, I respect some of them I don't, but ain't no fandom over here, honey. Ain't no fandom over here. Y'all laughing at me? Come back. I know. It is a safe space if people come correct. Now, I'm trying to figure out how I can, with that being said, y'all, because I got to figure out how to get my girl back, because that's a loyal beginning crew member. She has to sub again. Okay, but I gotta, it literally says it blocked her. I gotta find a way. And I'm sure there's a way I can unblock her. But with that being said, you guys, I give this freaking reunion a A. Like, I give this reunion an A. Thank you. Thank you. Be rotten. She didn't even say hello. She didn't say, hey, you guys. You could tell she was just listening in and she wanted to just come in like she got to be super save a hole full of trees. Get out of here. You're so biased. But guess what? If you feel that way, I can be biased on my shit. Isn't that interesting? I can be biased on my channel. That's the amazing part. If you want someone who's just going to agree with you, go to the groupie Latrice and Selena pages. That's all. Baby, you don't want the smoke with the host. Yes. And that's the thing. I truly try to be peaceful. But you know what's so crazy? Beyonce fans don't even come at me this hard. I don't know what it is about these Selena Latrice folks where they feel like they got to protect these women like they getting the paycheck. And Letitia, it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. So, but yeah, it gets to a point where I'm going to have to say, sometimes you got to pop out and show ninjas and be a certified boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, do you have a list of black people you can look at? Maybe. I'm gonna have to see. Miz, I'm sure you probably still listening in. I'm sorry, my sis. I agree. I didn't watch this season, but the reunion was good. The reunion was great. Yeah, I heard they're bad too, but I don't watch that show. But I heard they are insane too, where it's like you can't say anything bad about them. But you know what typically happens in situations like that is because people are trying to live through these reality stars. They just try to live through these reality stars. They look up to these people because they probably ain't happy with their own lives. They probably not happy with their own lives. And what's so interesting is if this girl was listening in and listened to everything, what was one of the first things I said when I came on here? Latrice was one of my top 3 as far as best dressed. So if I was so much of a hater of Latrice, I would have said she looked busted and disgusted. But I said I had to give it to her. She was best dressed and the dress fit her perfectly. So miss me with it. I'm a fan for Shady Boots and I love the mess. Reading the chat got me. Yeah, chat was going in. That's not realistic. It's not. But you know, let's be clear. We don't live in a people when it comes to this social media and reality show stuff. They don't live in a realist. They don't live in reality anymore. They truly create their own narrative. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? New to this channel, Injustice. Aw, thank you, L Payne. I appreciate it. And again, I have definitely had difference of opinions with people on this show, and other shows and other topics. But again, it's about the respect level. I just had a very interesting topic when it came to the whole Fat Joe situation, and people didn't agree with me on there. But again, it's about respecting the person that you want to attack me. You don't want to attack. You just trying to attack me. First of all, yeah. So Gucci did say she's beneath me. Okay, but here's another problem. Because I know you still listening, honey. I know you listening. Here's another problem. Latrice said that Marie was lesser than her. And Marie got degrees. Marie got medical licenses. Marie is actually doing something in the community to help addicts. Marie is actually changing communities for the better. And she is now a doctor. Baby, you sell hair. So you damn right I was appalled by that. Someone selling hair versus someone trying to get people off of pain meds or people getting off of, you know what I'm saying, substances. Hell yeah, you have no right to say that. You sell hair and chicken wings at Taste. Meanwhile, so Gucci is a broker, or she's a realtor. I don't know if she's a broker, but she's a realtor. She actually has a successful business. Apparently, she has actually sold millions in real estate in Jackson. And she has a successful husband. So some would say that she may have every right to say Selena is beneath her, because what does Selena have? So you want that answer? You got it. Latrice can't say Marie is lesser than her, because Marie is that girl. I'm sorry. Dr. Marie is that girl. So there's the difference. And let's be clear. Selena has been getting the favorite edits and the favoritism throughout this whole season. And they was trying to force So Gucci to talk to that girl. So I could see how she said at this point, I got time for y'all messy hoes today. And I don't blame her. You gained a new... Aww. Thank you, Sugar Brown. I got to get my girl back, though. I feel so bad. I was so busy trying to block that other heifer. And literally, I got to get her back. She probably done DM me already like, heifer, you blocked me. I'm so sorry, boo. That's my sis. Exactly. Latrice got Cliff. So Gucci Selena need to stop the cat. They do. And I look, JJ is probably the common denominator in the situation, but I still feel like both of them in their catty ways have certain animosity towards each other too. So we need to stop being materialistic. Ain't that the truth? Dr. Marie, you gained a new sub, girl. Oh, thank you. Are you saying Dr. Marie as just you're just calling her that, or are you saying you are Dr. Marie? Please let me know. I'm sure Sophia knows Selena better than any of us. Right. I'm behind, but they glossed over Sophia asking Selena why would she suggest JJ being on the show. I talk about that, Nadine. Nadine is my girl who been keeping me up to date on Selena, on Bring It and stuff like that. I talked about that. It didn't make sense, which is why I said what I said. I feel like the reason why she did recommend them for the show, if that's actually true. People like Latrice for the Barbie doll, the designer name she wears, people like Latrice for the Barbie doll. Okay, there's a designer name she wears that's got them possessed. Oh, that's the designer that you're saying they're wearing? Okay, that's what you're saying? No, just saying I love Dr. Marie and your view on this episode. I appreciate it. And everyone's not going to like it. Everyone's not going to like it, and that's fine. That's fine. There are people who are team, but I'm all about people who are team Selena and Latrice who are sane. And they want to also hear a different perspective. Okay. And at least can be respectful towards the host, the one who's doing the review. It's a reason why JJ don't like Selena. We just not privy to all the details. I don't think he wants to give the details, because I think that he, being the man that he is still trying to protect her and protect his girls. That something tells me there's something there. He's not willing to let it out. He's not ready to unload the clip on their asses. But I want him to unload the clip at this point, because they got him looking like a downright dirty dog. So unload the clip. And at this point, the way that Carlos even made comments about JJ, why would they want to come back to the show? Shit, I wouldn't want to come back. And if they don't come back, trust and believe, I'm not watching the show. I already said the hell with Married to Medicine. So it is what it is. He doesn't need a reason. I don't want to sit around and be friends with my ex's new wife. Hey, it is what it is. So with that being said, you guys, baby, I give it an A. We do have a part 2, and the part 2, that's where the men come on. Now, based on the review, of course, we see Willie and the freaking punk ass boys known as Green Eye Band and Glenn talk. But then we also see Selena bring her man, and so Gucci and JJ. And some people are trying to say that once Selena man came, JJ didn't have nothing to say. We will see. We will see if that is the case. But I don't know. I feel like at this point, JJ and so Gucci, like, unless you guys are going to promote your businesses, which we have not seen. I understand she promoted the health affair that she had. But unless she's really going to promote her real estate and stuff, I don't really see the point of being on the show at this point. I really don't. Mississippi Belle Collective, these young Black women can make this show great. Yeah, they can. They can exactly. Carlos just makes things worse. When does part 2 come out? I think it's next Friday. I feel like it's next Friday. It comes out next Friday. Oh, Lord, part 2. Yes, the part 2. Creole, it's the part 2. I can't wait for JJ to tear Carlos a new one. I know that's right. An episode from last season, Cliff mentioned he was messing around with Selena. Yeah, but I didn't know it was when apparently she was still married to JJ. That's what I think somebody said. That's what I'm like. I think somebody said that, and I'm like, oh, damn. Oh, my damn. Like, oh, no. Belle Collector jumped the curb when the foolish four tried to disturb Aikisha and Willie's marriage, having some. Yeah, exactly. And only miserable mofos do that. Damn stirring the pot for a storyline. If you believe in marriage and it's sacred and you are good in your marriage, you wouldn't even want to put that karma in someone else's marriage because you don't want nobody messing with your marriage. So let's sit on that one. Let's sit on that one. Tamra adds nothing to the show. She doesn't. And the one time that I really was like pouring into her when she was talking about her postpartum and how she was like damn near in ICU when she had her baby, she tells it at the reunion. We don't even hear about that during the show. She don't know how to create storylines, child. She don't. What the next show we gonna watch? Did I miss? Oh no, that's later on. I may do it later on today, Ruby, or tomorrow. Cliff said it. Yeah, I remember when Cliff and JJ was talking about it. But you know what's so crazy? When JJ and Cliff talked about it, JJ didn't seem upset. He almost kind of came off like, well, she was for the streets anyways. I don't give a shit. It was that type of attitude. It wasn't like he was really annoyed, like he felt disrespected man to man type of thing. He more than anything probably blamed Selena in the situation, not Cliff. JJ has too much to lose. I wouldn't engage with the extra stuff, the extra either. Selena, do you with your alleged. And that's when JJ's attitude changed towards Cliff. Oh, you think that's when it changed? I think it changed, in my opinion. Y'all let me know before we leave. I think it changed when that stripper situation came about. That's when I think it changed. When the stripper situation happened, and he went back running to Glenn and caused all of that drama at his wife's birthday. That's when he really got vocal with his ass. That's what I think. But maybe it's just me. But that's what I think. That's when he really looked at him like, oh, hell no. What the heck, Selena and Cliff? Yes. Which is why So Gucci, interested enough, made a comment last season, making it seem like they had a 3-on-3 going on between Cliff, Selena, and Latrice, allegedly. I just want the timeline of Jay, Selena, Cliff, and Sophia. Ain't that the truth? Yep, Cliff says Selena was unhappy and married and pregnant. Well, wait, rewind. Unhappy, married, and pregnant. Do not tell me that she was messing with Cliff when she was pregnant. I hope that's not what he was trying to imply. Yeah, if you remember the stripper last season and Cliff knew exactly how many inches he was, he kept saying 12 inches, maybe 6 inches, but not 12 inches. Interesting that Latrice don't know her inches, but Cliff knows his. I agree, Chris. It was the strippers. I think the strippers pissed him off. Like, don't be ruining my wife's stuff because of your insecurities and creating drama at her party. Yes. I guess no judgment, right? But yeah, you guys, that was the end, honey. We had over 100 people at one point in this chat. I appreciate every last one of y'all, including the people who just wanted to come and protect their good old favorite reality star. Baby, I hope that y'all defend God the way y'all defend these reality stars, baby. I hope you do. I hope you do. He said 12 inches. He kept saying the 12 inches. I could see if you get a stripper with 6 inches, but not 12 inches. JJ first laughed it off, but seemed to be more bothered with each episode. Okay, well, That may be the case. I felt like he flipped the script on Cliff when he caused all that drama at that party about the stripper that he brought for his wife and her friends. I think he was like, oh, hell no. Like, this is some punk ass shit. JJ, a powerful man. I think he changed towards Cliff after it was revealed Selena was messing with him while married and pregnant. Okay, so Sugar Brown, are you saying that it is possible? I don't know if it's true. I'm gonna say alleged. It's possible that this girl was messing with Cliff when she was married and pregnant. Is this really what we're saying? And pregnant with who? Because all of her kids was grown at this point, right? Who child? Who child? When the stripper came, exactly, and the stripper, okay, oh, or the ridiculous stripper, either way. But with that being said, you guys, I gotta find a way to get my girl Miz back on here. Miz, I know you hearing me, sis. I am so sorry. I was trying to block that girl, and all of a sudden your thing popped up, and bam, it said Miz is banned. I'm saying, oh shit. So my apologies, sis. I'm gonna find a way to get you back on here. Because I already know Coco got her own channel, but I need to get you back on here also. So with that being said, you guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you, even the freaking ones who came just to want to argue. I appreciate you because guess what? You clicked on the channel. So you gave me a view. So with that being said, you can like, share, subscribe. You can always do a thumbs down too for the people who mad. You can do a thumbs down because that still gave me a view. So I appreciate you, but my true crew and the new subscribers, welcome to the crew. I appreciate all of you. It is a safe space here. It's just a safe space where we can have a difference of opinion, and it says literally in my rules, argue the topic, don't argue the person. So at the end of the day, I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday. For those who celebrate Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa. And I will see you on my next video. Toodles.